Hey traders, it's Tomek here and welcome in my weekly Forex Forecast. So first let's check pairs which are currently running. First is EURCAD, which we are still in. I've been talking about this pair in the last forecast also, and we are still in. There was this range previously and price continues still in this up move. Currently we reach a strong area of the resistance, so if of course we have any bigger reaction, we will be stopped out. But if price will still continue, of course we will manage our position on the 4-hour chart. Currently I trail this trade using this 4-hour chart trend line together with the 36 EMA. Right now of course we have holiday season today, so market will be slow. Question is if we still have volatility until Friday, but we will see. If price of course continues, then we have the next levels where we might have some reaction. So we will see. Right now trailing on the 4-hour chart time frame. You can leave a stop loss here, or you can even put a little bit higher, not too close, just to leave some room for spikes. So this is how it looks right now. Aussie Swiss franc, this is trade a little bit ugly chart. Weekly chart is pointing up, and what happened here, we had this daily long 1 to 3, there was trend line, we had the spike and price made on the 4-hour chart, good looking 4-hour chart, long 1 to 3. But this is not a trade which I personally like. You see the first and second target. Still looks good. I don't like this because of this whole noise and this whole situation which happened here. Price didn't go in the nice and smooth way. It was just, spiking, moving up, spiking, moving up. Also, if I zoom out a little bit on the 4-hour chart, see how it looks. Okay, so that's why I'm not great fan of this trade, but I just want to show you, because when you start to practice, this is what you want to do. Okay, whenever the setup appears, this is classic approach, daily long 1 to 3 with 4-hour chart entry. You just want to take it and then take conclusions. Okay, so don't hesitate to take those trades, because you don't want to find excuse to avoid trading. First you trade, then you pay attention what is happening. So we will see. The target is more or less okay. And Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, this on this broker, it was not close and I took it a little bit too late. But generally the first target is already hit in this trade. This was, I was looking for this trade since this area. Unfortunately, all the setups happened while I was sleeping. This again was combination with this daily long 1 to 3. With lower time frame entries right now, and on the 1-hour chart we have very good, maybe not so good because we have those spikes, but two textbook examples to take this trade. Okay, now if you see spikes like this, previously also, you can place stop loss of course here, or just cut the spike and leave it here. Exactly the same in this case. Okay, and they took it on different with different scenario, because I was hoping to get 4-hour chart long 1 to 3. So because I missed those 2 entries on the 1-hour, I hope to get this, and we also discussed this on the in the live training room. As you can see, we didn't get this setup, like for example on the Aussie dollar, Swiss franc, but we had something different. Price was in the range on the 1-hour chart, and what happened? We had this breakout. So I take the entry here. Like you said, this spread plus this broker, it's a little bit higher. Stop loss I put lower just in case of the possible retracement, and this give me around 45 pips, and first target is already hit, as you can see. Not here, but this is what we have on this broker. Okay, so now we wait for retracements, and right now we cannot take the entries on the 4-hour chart because it will be too late. We can combine this with lower time frames and still aim this area. This area of the resistance. Basically, we are around the resistance, but we still aim the highest point. So this zone. Okay. Of course, if possible, we will draw trend line, and then of course, if price continue, that's great. If we have hesitation and we will see that price is not going up anymore, I will also close the second target, because target is a little bit higher. Not like I usually want. that we are around. So usually I want to have two targets before the previous top. Okay, this is how I try to take those swing trade opportunities. So that's all what we have right now. We will see first, and then now let's go to the watch list. And the first is Aussie dollar, US dollar. Interesting scenario from two reasons. The first one is that price might continue to push up from the from the weekly perspective, but we can also have a little bit deeper retracement to the 36 EMA. Currently, price, it looks like it's spiking on the 12 EMA. There is also area of support, as you can see. Next level of the support is down here, and we also have 36 EMA. What is interesting on this pair, that daily chart broke our trend line. We can expect for daily short 1 to 3, and then look for short scenarios to target previous bottom 36 on the weekly, or maybe that. We don't know how far price will retrace, but we also know that it could give us long scenario here. Okay, so we will be right now, of course, we follow daily. So daily is telling us to sell. Right now, you see 4-hour chart is making higher lows, but for me, this is not the reason to take longs on the weekly. Okay, if we are around the 36, then yes. Right now, I patiently wait for this retracement back to the 36 CMA, maybe to this area of the resistance, and then short scenarios. I would try to catch. Okay, so this is not so great on the lower time frames, but we will see. We just prepare this, and we also don't have to trade if we don't like what will price. But of course, we want to have our watch list. CAD is another pair. Weekly chart bouncing on the 12. We have this trend line where price might retrace to this area of the support, to the 36, to this trend line. Okay, and then of course what long scenarios, lower time frames. If we look for the daily chart, right now daily chart is it's like bouncing or sitting around this daily trend line. So what we can do here, we might, problem today is that we don't have volatility, but if we, for example, have higher low, okay, this could be aggressive long bounce entry on this pair. Of course, we target this, but because we have holidays today, I wouldn't jump in any trades. So in this case, we have to wait for price to give us another reason, which will be higher high, higher low on the 4-hour chart, maybe with this trend line. This is where we want to enter, stop loss below, and then we aim previous stops. Okay, so this is what we have in terms of possible buys. But if price decide to break this line, yes, maybe we'll get breakout, and in case if price will make new lower low, lower high, we want to look for possible short scenarios. Euro New Zealand dollar, here I still wait for daily retracement. It's still ongoing, so no much to say. We discussed about this breakout of this range to find the setups. Unfortunately, price didn't again give the setup while I was sleeping, so I couldn't jump in here. When I wake up, price was here, but it was for me too big stop loss, around 800 pips. Too big on the 4-hour chart. Of course, when we trade this, we don't know about that. Okay, of course, if now I can say, hey, I should have taken this 180, 2 targets out, perfect. Yes, but when this happens, we don't know. So for me, this was too big, so I didn't take it, and now I just wait for the retracement on the daily chart. It's still pointing up on the higher time frames. We have the resistance here, daily chart retracements, and then we can look for buys. For day traders, scalpers, the first reason to take this trade is trendline breakout. Then you can go to lower time frames, like now we see price is sitting. It's still long, so you can still use this 1-hour chart, 1 to 3, if you like. 5-minute, 1-minute entries to target previous stops, or just look for the lower time frames after breakout. Yes, like for example 15-minute, then short scenarios, and aim 4-hour chart 36 CMA. And if you want to have like an extra confirmation, of course, we have to wait for some weakness on the 4-hour chart. And then if price starts to make lower lows, lower highs after EMA crossovers, we can look for short trades against the main move. We'll get confirmation also from the 4-hour chart. And then we aim daily 36 CMA or area of the support. We will see how it develops. I get requests about US 30 and NASDAQ, so let's take a look for those. Indices started to retrace. This is monthly chart, as you can see. Of course, what we can expect that price will retrace lower to the 36 EMA to this trend line. This is monthly chart, so keep in mind that this is a big time frame. And then from this zone, what we can expect again, yes, long 1, 2, 3, and what? Up move again. Okay, as long as monthly is holding, we can still expect longs. We have this weekly trend. This is monthly line. Yes, this is monthly line here. Weekly chart looks different because what we have on the weekly is retest of this area of the support, as you can see. Now price is reacting. We know from the monthly that it's still pointing up. So this might be situation that price can really, move up again to the previous tops. However, no, we broke the 36 EMA. There is no EMA crossover yet, which usually indicates that we can be in the downtrend. So let's pay attention for the daily chart. From the lower time frame perspective, like a daily time frame, for me, this is still short. I would wait for the retracement here to this area 36, and then still short scenarios. Okay, still short scenarios, target previous bottom. If price breaks, then you know the targets. And for longs, I would focus after breakout of this. I would look for buy scenarios. First target where price might react. This is the daily resistance, somewhere around this area here, or even higher. But generally, I would still, if after breakout of this, I would aim that. Let's delete this for now because I still would like to see that price play around here and it's breaking from this level to target this. Okay, so this is what I would look for. On US 30, right now we have short-term perspective. This is the area of the resistance. You have this line. So if you want to do day trading, scalping, ideally that price is rejecting this short scenarios. If this won't happen, price will push lower. Short scenarios target this for day trading and scalping. Yes, so we have to wait. I wouldn't trade here right now. I would just wait for price to play around and then clean direction here or here to look for setups. Again, today it's not a good day to trade. NASDAQ is quite similar, as you can see. It's bouncing on the 12 on the monthly chart, bigger retracement possible, still very powerful up move. Weekly time frame, we are also below the 36, but no EMA crossover. This on this pair support zone is a little bit lower on the weekly chart. If we go to daily, this will be similar situation. We are pointing to sell. Right now we have this trend line. So you wait for retracement. This is the area of the resistance right now, the whole zone. You see 36 EMA, this resistance zone. So this can give you short possibilities. We aim, of course, previous bottom, like always, and we have the next area of the support. It's quite similar to US 30, but still a little bit different in terms of the targets. So now we are, like I said, we are around the resistance. So if you want, because we still have some space to go. Oops, what I did, not Fibo. We have the situation like that if price, let's say, makes some retracement to the 36, the line, you can still look for scalping, day trading, buy entries, target resistance, target trend line. We know that we are on the resistance, so you should lower the risk anyway, but it's still a little bit different than on the US 30 because it looks like a retracement. Yeah, I wouldn't touch it at all. I would just wait for price or breaks this and or retracement back to this area and then sell this. Okay, so this is how I would trade that. But of course, if you like, if you find something after retracement, you can still buy it, target this whole zone here as a short-term perspective. Okay, then if price breaks, perfect. But if not, you can change this and sell it. And gold retraced to the 36 CMA, as you can see on the daily chart. Of course, we just, if we look for the weekly is still pointing up. Okay, so we still have like a big funny long 1 2 3 still pointing up. However, daily chart retraced to our profit zone, which is 36 CMA. So now we will be observing this to decide what to do next. So we see now we have this 4-hour chart, 1 2 3. So day traders, scalpers can use this. Okay, look for buys and target this trend line, maybe even previous top if price like to break spike. Okay, so what we can do now, we have this 15-minute 1 2 3. So this could, you could mix this with 1-minute time frame, but we didn't get the retracement. Maybe after retracement here, but it's now too steep. So just wait for another. Yes, or if you use different strategy, just use your strategy. But right now, long scenarios are okay. So if we get another 1 2 3, then of course you can combine this with the 5-minute, 1-minute chart, target this trend line, target previous tops. Okay, so this is how I see gold. Again, if you don't want, wait simply for breakout here, for buys here to sell. If price would like to go down again, aim this as a beginning and then the lowest point. So guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, just leave the comments or just send me the email. Wish you a pleasant day and we see you soon. Bye.